You should exercise for your nerves, my fine feather friends. What the hell are you talking about, Shane? Exercise is great for your body. We all know that. It's great for your brain. It's great for your nerves. And we've seen that yet again in some recent research out of MIT. And what they did was they stimulated nerve regrowth in a bunch of mice. Now, this doesn't necessarily translate to humans. It's not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, prevent any disease. But they stimulated nerve regrowth with exercise. Now, what happens in exercise that can stimulate nerve regrowth? Well, we know that exercise, especially aerobic exercise, can boost levels of BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor. It's from the brain. Neuro is nerve, trophic is growth, right? So it promotes the growth of new brain cells, of new nerves. That's a good thing. But did you know that when you work out, your muscles release these chemicals called myokines? Myokines stimulate nerve growth and up to a 4 times greater degree than in the absence of myokines. So that's right, when you exercise, your muscles release chemicals that support nerve growth to a 4 times greater degree. Wow, pretty astonishing. And we know that, we've actually known that for a little bit, but what's very fascinating that they found in this study is the fact that the physical movement of a muscle, the contraction and relaxation in itself, also stimulates the lengthening of neurons, the growth of nerves. And so just by movement, you're helping your nerves to regrow. That sounds crazy, right? So maybe some potential implications here for people with nerve damage, right? And again, this wasn't a human trial. We need a lot more research before we can definitively say that, certain types of exercise will promote nerve regrowth in people with neuropathy, right? Peripheral neuropathy, things like carpal tunnel syndrome, tarsal tunnel syndrome, whatever it is, ulnar nerve entrapment, where there's damage and dysfunction to a nerve outside of your central nervous system, meaning like somewhere, usually in the hands or the feet or something like that, right? And you get numbness or tingling or burning or weakness and all sorts of different types of symptoms where the nerves are damaged. Now, maybe promoting nerve regrowth with exercise in the future, hypothetically, this could be a good thing. Exercise in itself reduces symptoms in people that have nerve damage often. It helps to improve them at least, reducing fatigue, improving quality of life. In people with multiple sclerosis, for example, and MS is characterized by an autoimmune attack on the myelin sheath, basically that surrounds our axons of our nerve cells. So basically the rubber that surrounds the telephone wire, right? And we need that rubber for the signal that goes from one nerve to the next to be transmitted with good speed and effectively, right? And so if we lose that, we get a whole world of problems, right? Now, exercise can reduce symptoms, but what about promoting nerve regrowth? In the future, I think we're going to have exercise regimens that, help to support nerve regrowth in people with nerve damage, right? And like we said, neuropathy, but autoimmune conditions, not just MS, things like Sjogren's syndrome, things like RA, Guillain-Barré syndrome, Guillain-Barré, whatever, a bunch of different types of diseases, psoriasis, psoriatic arthritis, and it's just really cool. So that's how I feel. And if you're somebody that, you don't exercise and you're thinking that you feel pretty good and you don't really need it, well, nobody never ever needs anything, right? First off, but know that it's just great for your body, even if you don't understand exactly why. And this is yet another example of how exercise could improve your life. So really just like a fun fact, more interesting video perspective. But I think it's pretty exciting, you guys. And I think it's something that, should get you to go work out, do something. Aerobic exercise is like the best for your nerves. Who do we got on here? Clara, appreciate you. Who else? Thing went away. Can't see anything. Helio, Meg, what's up? Dave Beast from the East. What's up, baby? Super you, my friend. Marcus, Maximus, and a few others as for now. So we got for you, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, baby. Not sure where, not sure when, but we'll see you then. Have an amazing day. Gotta go treat some more patients after this short break. And happy wellness. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.